What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. This video is just once again discussing the Battlegrounds, the new update for update 44, which is live on PC but not on consoles yet. It will be released soon, and just why the new Battlegrounds just simply doesn't work. And it really is, in a nutshell, it's because there is two teams, and two teams just does not work. It just goes one way wildly or the other. You very rarely get a balanced match. A lot of people have said to me it might be because of the MMR matchmaking hasn't had time to settle in, and you're being put against players which are more aggressively better or really worse compared to you. But other players have also said that that might not be the case. But to be honest, I just think it's just simply a number issue. Really, just having one team against another just realistically just does not work in a random scenario. It's just not enjoyable. It's not the way to go. And like I said in the thumbnail of this video, I've used the Cyrodiil open world, and that is the perfect example of why open world works a lot better. Because of the magic number, which is 3. 3 symbolises balance. So if there is one team or one alliance dominating another alliance, there is another one that can come and flank them and cause an upset in the balance. And that is why the Battlegrounds do not work, and they don't feel as great as the original ones, because the original ones had 3 teams. So all in all, I just don't think they should have made it one team against another. It just doesn't feel as fluid. It doesn't feel as fun to play. It can feel very one-sided. And I just think they've just got this completely wrong, and they just need to change this. The things they could do is just bring back the old BGs and implement it with the new BGs. I know that might result in longer queue times, but to be honest, I just think that's the best way, because the new BGs do have some good points. They've got new maps, new modes, they've tried new stuff. I can sort of see where they're coming from, but I think realistically, in a random group scenario, the 2v2 just simply doesn't work. It just allows for one team to get absolutely crushed, and is very, very hard to come back, and you can quickly work out who is going to be the winning team within a couple of minutes of each Battlegrounds, whereas the other Battlegrounds, you really didn't know all that much if there was going to be a comeback, and there could be. But in this mode, it just doesn't feel, it's very, very hard to come back once you're against the wave. But like I said, the two teams can work. It can work in a certain scenario, probably just like a pre-made. If you had a pre-made groups, so if you had a really good ball group and then there was another really good ball group, and you sort of wanted to test your group against another group, and it was just a pure 1v1 pre-made team setup, then by all means, I think the 2v2 or the 2v2, the one team against another team, does work, and you can have a very competitive match. But in a random scenario, I just feel this just does not work. And this is why I feel the Cyrodiil was 3 alliances, because it just creates that balance. I know you can have 2 alliances going for one alliance and so forth, but generally in a random scenario, which again Cyrodiil is, it's just open world. You don't know who you're going to come up against. The number 3, like I said, is just the balance. And they've took that away from the Battlegrounds, and that's why I feel it's just no longer as fun. So I'm hoping they change it to 3 teams at least, or at least implement the old ones and keep the new ones. I'd be happy with that, because then you'd have a choice of, do you want to play, one team against one, or do you want to play Battlegrounds with 3 teams? I think that would be the way to move forwards. It's probably just implement the old one. Must be the quickest fix, rather than trying to put 3 teams on these new maps, because I suppose that would take a redesigning element. But as you can see in this Battlegrounds, this is just a very good example of a very weird Battlegrounds. With Capture the Relic, no one can really capture much. The timer just does run down on this. It's very hard to complete a capture the objective mode with how it is, because of just one team and there's only one relic. So for example, with the old BGs there were 3 relics, so if one team were just too strong in defense, you could just go to the other team and try and take their relic, whereas there's only one relic, there's only one way to defend, and it's just very, very, very difficult. But like I said, by all means, maybe group mode, this does have some use, with pre-mades, but in random scenarios, which most players probably queue for, it just simply doesn't work. So hopefully they'll change it in some shape or form. Like I said, if they just implemented the old BGs with the new BGs, I'll be totally fine with that. Or they're going to have to change it to 3 teams moving forwards. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. It's just my opinion. So take from it what you will. And I'd like to know your opinions as well, guys. So drop your comments in the comment section below. Drop this video a like. And I'll see you in the next video.